Welcome to the Geek Easy. Sit back, grab a libation of your choice, and relax, 'cause it's time to do some geek stuff in the Geek Easy. Welcome to the Geek Easy, fellow geeks. Grab a beverage of your choice, because today we will be discussing Man of Steel, Volume 4, published by DC, written by John Byrne, Jerry Ordway, and let's see, and drawn by John Byrne, Jerry Ordway, Paul Kupperberg, and Roger Stern are the writers. John Byrne, Jerry Ordway, Ross Adrell, Ron Frenz, Dick Giordano, Eric Larson, Mike Magnolia, George Perez, Kurt Schaffenberger, John Statema, and Kurt Swan are the pencilers. The issues in this book are titles from the Byrne plus Morris is Action Comics 598 to 600, Superman 16 to 22, Superman Annual number 2, Adventures of Superman 439 through 444, Doom Patrol number 10. And then it has some a little bit of the who's who stuff in the back that covers all the people appearing in this book, like Mr. Pink. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that correctly. Doom Patrol and Siphon and Dreadnought and the Prankster. Okay. In case you haven't seen any of my stuff before, I am a huge fan of John Byrne. His run on Superman is my favorite. Up until now, I haven't read all of his stuff of Superman, but I did read the initial miniseries where he rebooted him and the first few issues, and read some stuff here and there. Now that I've read 1, 2, 3, and 4, it's still my favorite Superman run. But this one, it starts to get a little, I don't know. I love the fact that he's depowered in this. That he wasn't like he was pre-Crisis, where he could, be out there getting this ginormous chain, and he's out there pulling planets and, shooting clones of himself out of his fingers, and, just this unbelievably powerful person. And so that he's powered down, and there's no Superboy and all that stuff. And everything is, he's got a really good way of doing things. Like they introduce Silver Banshee in this, but at this point, some of the stuff he's getting is just getting a little. I don't want to say overly complex, but they keep having these 3 or 4 issue runs where he's dealing with the Legion of Superheroes in the 30th century that involves Superboy. But as we know with Byrne, there was no Superboy in this one. So they had to have this complex story where there was a Superboy involved, that one, which was more of the Superboy from pre-Crisis. And Superboy from pre-Crisis is more powerful than Superman now. and there's a reason for that, and then there's a bunch of Doom Patrol story, 3 or 4 issues Doom Patrol stories. Never been a big fan of Legion of Superheroes nor of Doom Patrol, so these stories were just like, okay. It's like Byrne was just getting to the end of getting fresh. He's running out of fresh ideas, I think. And returning to the well a couple times too many on some of these stories. The art looks fantastic, but some of the stuff he was right. He used to write and draw everything on his stories, and then now some of these, he's doing some of the drawing, letting some other people do the art and stuff. So I think near the end here, because I think this is the end of his run, he was running out of ideas. I feel, I don't know, I could be completely 100% wrong about this, but that's the impression that I got, was just that it's like, okay, what do we do? But they do introduce the new Supergirl, the one that is by Lex Luthor's side during the death and return of Superman. That you see her origin in this, and so that leads into her being with Lex Luthor in the fantastic run of the death and return of Superman. And there was one really interesting thing, was his relationship with Wonder Woman. They've been kind of teasing a little bit of something in this. Not necessarily a relationship, but throughout the run, he had met Superman, Wonder Woman a couple times during other events, and this one has the Millennium stuff, and they fought together. She doesn't appear much in this one, but he never really had a chance to talk to her, and so you can see he's just sitting there going, "Oh, golly, I like her." She's oh wow, she's you meet someone and you just like, oh wow, and then a little bit more of an adult and non-creepy version of that. You know what I'm saying? But so it's been going along, and then he finally has a chance to meet up with her in Action Comics number 600, and that's where you get this, and that solves the kind of the romantic thing between them. They sort of deal with it at that point. But I thought that was interesting, because I completely forgot about that. Because there was that whole thing in the New 52 where Superman and Wonder Woman were dating. And people are like, oh, that's completely out of the ordinary. Where did that come from? But yeah, there's precedent on there that they were attracted to each other, and they kind of dealt with it there, and then whatever. But yeah, this is okay. It was some of the stories were like, okay, come on, how many pages? So this one wasn't as good as the other ones, but it was still nice to. I think I've completed the run, and so I'm going to give it a 3.75 out of 5, and just say, get it. Especially if you're a Superman fan, you should get it. If you're a Byrne fan, you should get it. And just, what can you say? Anyway, let me know in the comments below what you think of it. And, like, subscribe, most of all, enjoy your comics.